made it to Lewistown. There's Dad. And they're starting hard laps. And it's already looking, we can kind of see a little slime right here. We got 4 heats. I think 3 of them have 5 cars, 1 has 4. Austin starts heat P2, heat 2. I start P2, heat 4. And yeah, it should be a good time. They're gonna try and get things rolling tonight because there's a storm on its way over here. So they're gonna try to be a little quick about it tonight. But yeah, it should be fun. See you guys when we get to the main heats.
See if there's any grip to be found.
What did he say?
That's my brother-in-law. Oh. Is that your brother?
The other car. So
that's what I was saying. You don't need to go fast.
Way to go, son. Hello everybody, it is obviously several days after the races in Lewistown, and I didn't realize I never recorded after the heat races. So, before that, hot laps. Austin went out for hot lap, and he was still having issues with the car. With the carburetor, he couldn't go full throttle with it. So he took the cover off, and I could hear a vacuum leak. But we're like, where the heck's that coming from? Well, I found it. It was one of the holes that was for the where the choke was at one time. So we got that plugged up. We're like, sweet, we got it fixed. So Austin goes out there for the heat race, and well, he was fighting another gremlin, 2 of them to be exact, at the same time. Well, number one, this is a different transmission. On the dipstick here, in the car, it did this. It popped out. So all the fluid was flying out of it. And we seen a big old white puff of smoke. We thought it might have been something else, but he kept getting slower and slower. And so we finally, after like a lap of after we seen that, we waved him off the track so we can figure out what was going on with it, because he was pretty much in last place at that point. He did get some damage in this corner again, so we need to come over further so this crap doesn't happen anymore. But that also could have been avoided, but the guy who did it did apologize to Austin eventually, a little later on after the race, and when Austin was down watching the modified feature. Yeah, he was pretty. He's not here right now, or else I would have him talk to you guys a little bit about how he felt or whatnot. But it was, you can see it in his face. He was pretty burned, bummed, frustrated, mad, pretty much all the emotions. And he, because transmission is no good anymore. You got another no good transmission. Thankfully we got another one, as you see on the floor here, and we're getting another one picked up in Forsyth when we go down for racing down there. So his day was pretty much done after that. Oh, and he had a bad fuel pump. So we put a new fuel pump on there. Austin puts it in gear, and it goes nowhere after we put a bunch of fluid in it. So there's that. Then my heat race, excuse me, I won my heat race. Didn't realize that everybody was trying to get me to slow down, because second place that was right behind me, his engine was about to blow up, so he pulled off the track. And the 2 cars in front of me that I was lapping happened to be third and second place all of a sudden. So yeah, I was like, oh, okay, didn't know that, my bad. But yeah, no, then so that's how our heat races went. And here's the video of the A main now. then, as you see in the race, in the A main, I started 4th. Started behind Brett Johnson. I was like, alright, he's gonna go. Well, like he did in Glendive, he just went. Phew. Not this time. He didn't go. I pushed him. I was helping him along. And he, then I guess about a lap later, he eventually, something in the right front, I think, broke. Something, axle, all that fun stuff. Broke and whatnot. And then the next lap, I ran into an issue. I'm not going to get into a whole lot of that. You guys will see it in the video. You've seen it in the video. Yeah. Me and the other driver that was involved, we already talked and whatnot, so we're good there. But I will say that it did hurt my back when that issue happened, because I did hit it bottomed out pretty hard and hurt the back, especially the upper back and neck. But everything's good now. Not everything's good, but everything's really sore still. Several days afterwards, because it is Thursday. It's Thursday now, and yeah, it's fine. I got a chiropractor appointment tomorrow morning, so we're gonna be fine. But no, Austin said I got 6th place, and when the results finally got posted, I did get 6th. 1 spot out of the money, which is okay. I'll take a 6 after what happened in that race. Had a pretty good car. After I got lapped by Dustin and Bobby, I did race hard to keep up with Bobby, just to remind myself that I can run with those guys. Just that I know that the car's capable of it. And after about I think a lap and a half, I ran pretty hard. Then I just kind of settled in and just didn't try to hurt the car anymore, because we're going racing this weekend, you know. Yeah, with that being said, we are going racing this weekend. Just me. Austin won't be here. He's in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and Chicago area for a wedding. So he's going there and doing that. He's going to go do some sightseeing. Oh, that boat's getting towed away. Cool. Anyways, sorry about that. He's not going to be here, and we're not going to have his car ready for this weekend anyways. Like I said, he's pretty bummed. But my car will be there. Be racing in Forsyth and Terry. Forsyth on Saturday, Terry Sunday. Terry race is going to have $9,500 payout, which is for all classes, which is pretty cool, and free entry. So I'm kind of excited to see what happens there. And yeah. Oh yeah, so real quick, I just want to talk about some of the things on my car that I had to do. All we had to fix on that after that was just replace the pinion seal. That's it. And tighten up shock. Look. That's pretty much it. Everything else checked out good, thankfully. I'll probably we have a stadium cushion seat somewhere, right here. This thing. I might put that in the car too, just for a little extra padded on the butt, you know. So, just in case purposes, you know. Yeah, no, and did an oil change on it. But other than that, I think we're ready. We're going to be in Forsyth with Terry, like I said, Saturday and Sunday. Should be a lot of fun. Hope to see y'all there. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you go like us on Facebook if you want race day updates, because that's where we post all that, obviously the real-time stuff. And yeah, have a good one.